And right now it's 8:15. Good morning to you. So glad you have joined us. And this is an especially important morning for listening to this part of the morning show, because we are going to be talking about a school board or school district bond election that's coming up real soon. In fact, voting's already going on. So let us introduce the Superintendent of Cumby Isd, and that's Shelly Slaughter. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi,
Thank
Shelly.
you.
Thank you for coming over to explain this to Savannah and me. Also, Savannah is with us. Savannah Owens. Good morning.
Yes,
Savannah.
yes. Good morning.
And so the early voting is already in place.
Yes, early voting started yesterday, and it's at our administration building at 301 Donaldson Street in Cumby. And it started at 8 a.m. yesterday morning, and so all this week is early voting. Next Monday and Tuesday, the 26th and 27th, also early voting. And then Saturday, May 1st, is the actual election from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Okay. So this is extremely important for Cumby ISD, this particular bond election. So we want to find out the ins and outs and the two propositions and how it all works for the benefit of the school district and the community.
Okay, so we have two propositions, as you said. Prop A is really the way it came about is looking at safety and security and the educational needs that we have for our students. And so what I want to do is just share all the information so people can make an informed decision when they decide to vote, whichever way they decide to vote.
Okay.
But I just want all the information out there, and to know that we have done this in conjunction with our facilities committee that's made up of community members. We have two longtime community members, Bobby Yarborough, who actually was raised there and graduated from Cumby. He is a co-chair along with Joe Salinas. They've been on our facilities committee since 2013-14. We started the planning for our master plan in 2017 in partnership with Goodwin, Lassiter, and Strong, and they are out of Longview, and they came in and did a facilities study. And so our facilities committee, along with some of our school people, as well as our school board, of course, have all worked on a plan that we feel is solid. We did go out for a bond November of 2019, and some things happened, and that did fail by 10 votes. The plan has been revised upon listening to taxpayers and community members at community meetings that we held. So this actual bond, again, has two propositions. The first proposition is some renovations and updates to our current elementary, and it will have a secure entryway, an enclosed playground, so a safer playground as well, additional drainage, things being fixed with our drainage, secure entryway, sidewalks, canopies, also some renovations to the cafeteria.
So Savannah and I will just drop in questions as you go along, but we want you to carry the conversation. And overall, this whole plan that you're describing benefits every grade level of Cumby ISD students.
Yes, within Proposition A, they have the renovations for the elementary, the cafeteria, which is our only cafeteria in the district, so all of our students utilize it. Our current junior, senior high would become an intermediate middle if the bond passed, which would be about 3rd through 7th grade or 3rd through 8th grade, depending on numbers. So those students would be in that building with updates and renovations to it also. In Proposition A, it's the construction of a new high school along with CTE, which is Career and Technology classes. And that's where some of our kids are going and getting some dual credit courses as well as certifications. And then a new ag shop, bigger to hold the students that we have in the classes, along with adding additional welders, ventilation, and those kind of things. And so that is really the all-encompassing Proposition A, looking at the safety and security and also just educational programs and space.
So that ag portion that you were just mentioning is so very important for a good percentage of students looking at their careers.
Yes, so in that ag area, we do have students that even go into like vet tech or animal sciences, along with welding and some construction sciences. Right now, we do have a few in our vet tech side of the program, which also is in partnership with health science, and we have a pretty large health science program. That would also have classrooms and a lab setting, because within health science, you can go so many different ways. And so we've had some kids look at farm tech, physical therapy, the dental field, also CNA, and those certifications as well. So there's a lot of things that are connected in our programs, and some of our teachers also teach very different programs as well.
Wouldn't it be wonderful if every student that graduated Cumby ISD could leave your campus with an associate degree or certification?
That is really where Cumby is headed. We do have a partnership, and I won't go detail into that, but with an entity called Collegiate Education. Cumby ISD is actually a collegiate district. We are also PTech, which is Pathways in Technology, early college. So that does mean that our students starting their freshman year in high school have access to dual credit. Currently, we have a program where students or parents pay for the college classes up front. If a student makes an A, we reimburse the full amount of the course. If they make a B, they get 50% back. But as we head in our journey down the PTech pathway, college will be paid for our students, with the ultimate goal in the next 5 years. We are really shooting for 90% of our seniors graduating with an associate degree and certification. And I know that's a lofty goal, but with the programs that we have going, that's where we're headed.
Other school districts are doing this.
In the area, there are not any partnered with Collegiate Education, but yes, there are several that do the dual credit. And they some of our small rural schools, we are all real close out there at the edge of Hopkins County, and we go kind of into Hunt as well, but we have several school districts around us, and our Hopkins County schools and superintendents, all of us, including Sulphur Springs, we partner really well, and we try to do some things as far as just sharing information and knowledge. So there are other districts that do have the dual credit and are, having success with students graduating with associate degrees. We do have kids every year who graduate with an associate degree and have the last several years. Right now, 53% of our freshmen are taking dual credit classes. So if that continues and then that grows, we really can foresee maybe before the 5 years having, 75% of our seniors graduate with an associate degree, which would really be awesome. And so we're excited about that and excited about our partnerships.
Well, we're excited about Cumby ISD and your goals, your dream. In fact, the plan of this can visually be seen on our website, KSSTradio.com. And if anyone wants to look on the story that we recently posted, they can see your plan for that. Okay,
that's awesome. And also on our CumbyISD.net website, we have a link that says Bond 2021. So all of our bond information is on there with some visuals. And then also, tax information, which of course is a huge thing, and you want to know how much it's going to cost, and that is very much legitimate. That information is on there, as well as, we are really looking at not just tomorrow, but 10, 15, 20 years down the road. So this plan is really for growth of students and programs and those kind of things. And so we just want that information out there when people are making an informed decision.
Yes, and those with smaller children, your kids will be in high school before you can turn around. And this is something that is needed now as your kids are growing toward that, and grandchildren.
And now, my grandchildren are there.
Who can vote?
So who can vote is if you pay Cumby ISD school taxes, then you are a voter in this. And so I know sometimes that's misunderstood, because we have had some that have asked us that as well. I know I've mentioned a lot about Proposition A, because that really is all-encompassing, and it does affect pre-K through 12th graders. Prop B, it's for the community as well. It is an 8-lane competition track, and it would be located, and if you get on the websites and you can see the drawings and the renderings, it's located behind the proposed new high school. So there will be shared bathrooms and concession there, and there's some parking and all of that can be finished as much as possible. It will not have a football field right now. That would be a future phase or plan that the school would do. But right now, our kids, they've dominated in track in our district for a while. This year, because we are a small 2A, we are competing with some larger 2As, but like Cooper and Como-Picton, Alba Golden, and then North Hopkins Bowles and Cumby. That's kind of our track district. And I say that because our girls actually took first place. And they were 4 points from taking first place at area track with those big districts. So we were super excited. And we don't have a track. So our kiddos run on our road around our school, ergo the safety and security being our priority. But also it's exciting because we took input and feedback from the community. And that would be something that would be open to the community as well, would be a track. And that's something that Cumby has not had. Our school district hasn't had a track. This is my 17th year there, and there are a lot of awesome things going on, and our facilities are being taken care of, and we are proud of them no matter what happens, that's going to continue. But so Proposition B, however, Proposition B is contingent upon Proposition A, meaning that if A does not pass, B does not happen as a standalone. But people can vote for or against either one. So there are two propositions that they can vote for.
Well, one of the bottom lines to all this in gathering information and deciding how for Cumby ISD voters, how they'll do is what will be raised in their taxes.
Sure.
They want to know this.
Sure. So on Proposition A, it is a 31-cent increase. Proposition B and A together, since B is contingent upon A, is 33 cents. So we have some information that is out there. In an average home, like a $100,000 home, if Proposition A alone passed, it would be about $20 a month increase in taxes for a person. If A and B passed, then that would go up to like $23 for a $100,000 home. And so we have this information on our website. People can also call at 903-994-4800 if they want to know specifically their taxes, because we do know people have land and things outside their homestead and 10 acres. So if they want to know specifically, we can get more detailed numbers for them. We've hosted two community meetings. I've also done some community Zooms. Didn't have anybody join those, which is okay, because I know sometimes that happens. We also mailed out informational flyers to all of the Cumby residents, and we have flyers that have gone home with students. So we really want to be transparent. We want everyone to be informed and have the right information, and please ask questions.
Okay. Well, we have time for one more brief question or a little bit more dialogue.
Well, and if they do have questions, where can they go? What can they?
So they can call that number that I said, which is our administration office. They can email me at Shelly, SHELLY.slaughter, SLAUGHTER, at CumbyISD.net, or look on our website where all of that information is. Our administration office, Cindy Mannon, is my administrative assistant, and she is wonderful, always answering the phone. And so if they call that 903-994-4800, we will definitely, if I'm not there, she'll tell me and we'll get information back to them. We want people to be informed and feel like they have all of the information.